Dear brother and sister, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. With a pleasure and happiness, we are so thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for finally finding the place that we hope and we still pray will be our future home for the Islamic Center of Yorba Linda. This comes at the time that we need it most, since we have been almost like homeless for the last few months. Now it is a task for all of us to generate the resources and to put our heart and our mind as much as our dollar to make this possible in very short time. This is an opportunity that we cannot let go. Remember, this is not for this generation only and for our children and grandchildren. This is maybe for hundreds of years to come, inshallah.
It is with pleasure that we're here on, inshallah, the new property for ICYL, and this has been a very long, hard road. It's about 4 acres in the heart of Yorba Linda, and we will be able to serve not just our prayer needs, but also for the whole Islamic Center needs. We're looking forward to schools, youths activities, seniors activities, all kinds of things, inshallah, for generations to come. The next step is to be able to fund this property. Alhamdulillah, we have already good amount of funds, but we're still short about 40% of the funds that we need for this property. And we are looking towards your generosity, and we want everybody to participate, enjoy, and help, and we can use everybody's support.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Brother and sister in Islam, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I'd like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for accepting our prayers. Today is the happiest day of my life because dream of having a mosque in Yorba Linda for the last 20 years has come to reality. I'm standing in front of the church, which will inshallah be our future mosque. Please donate generously and become part of the history. We need $1.9 million to close the escrow within the 45 days time limit.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنما يعمر مساجد الله من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة ولم يخش إلا الله فعسى أولئك أن يكونوا من المهتدين. صدق الله العظيم. أخواني وأخواتي، لا تتركوا هذه الفرصة تفوتكم. هذه فرصة تأتي في العمر، ربما تكون مرة واحدة. نريد أن نكون منهم، نريد أن نكون ممن رضي الله علينا ببناء بيت من بيوته.
We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this wonderful opportunity that He has provided us. 3 points to remember for tonight's program. Number 1, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Convey from me even if one verse." Once established, this place will serve as a constant message of Islam for generations to come. So participate wholeheartedly in tonight's event. 2, we all participated in numerous fundraising events last year, and none of us are poor due to those donations. This is a mercy and rahmah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So remember that when you pick up the pen to write that check and say Bismillah. 3, projects of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happen in all localities at all times, and they get completed whether we participate in them or not. This is the rahmah of Allah that He has provided us to gather some hasanat for our account through this masjid.
I see this as a positive step in the right direction in the history of our community. Along with this new home is a new place for us all to get together, a chance to bring our own community together and reach out to our interfaith neighbors around us. It's a chance for us to fully reach our potential. It's a hub, an anchor, the center of our community's activities. What will our children do with it to raise the bar? And then what will their children do? I'm excited and thankful to be able to be here as we prepare to enter our new home.
As you know, last year we purchased a piece of land with the intent of building a mosque. But by the grace of Allah, we now have an opportunity to buy a church. This opportunity helps us to bypass the lengthy construction and city approval process. This property is big enough to be an Islamic center and a mosque for us and for the future generations. To complete this transaction, we need $2 million. I humbly request your support and generous donation to complete this task.
The Quran teaches us, Inna ma'al usri yusra, Inna ma'al usri yusra. And we look in each crisis, in each difficulty, an opportunity to do something good, to do something for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in the case of the Islamic Center of Yorba Linda, this is exactly what is happening. Unfortunately, the lease has run out from the place where we gave the Friday khutbah, we had the family night, we do the Muslim youth activities in terms of sports and recreation. Because of that, the Islamic Center of Yorba Linda has an opportunity now to purchase a new lot of 4 acres to expand Islam in Southern California and to make Islam known to our community, but more importantly, to our neighbors. So it is your opportunity to look into this situation and invest in the future. We will have so many opportunities for dialogue with interfaith. We will have so many opportunities for the youth to know Islam. We will have so many opportunities for Muslim leaders to come to Yorba Linda and give presentations and have discussions to let each other know what we are doing for Islam in Southern California. That indeed is an opportunity for all of us, and I encourage you to support the efforts of the Islamic Center of Yorba Linda.
I'm sure you don't need me to remind you about why we need to support the Islamic Center of Yorba Linda, the new masjid, the new location. But I will still remind myself, and maybe a few of you. One, it's a way to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and earn our location in Jannah, inshallah. Whoever builds a house for Allah in this dunya, Allah will build them a beautiful house, inshallah, in Jannah. Also, it is a chance to protect our children, our grandchildren, our community, to make sure there is a place for them to learn about their religion. It's also a place to bring together the growing community of Orange County, especially that place, that area in Yorba Linda, in Fullerton, Placentia, an area that is purely and truly underserved because of the shortage of number of masajid in the area. At a time when our community is under attack from various forces of Islamophobia, from government agencies, from people who don't understand Islam, who want us to give up our identity, the best protection for the community, the pillar of a community or any community, is the place, a religious center, where communities, where families get together to build their connection, their bond, their knowledge about their religion, their identity. This is the place where we can preserve that identity and make sure we can explain who we are to our neighbors and make sure we shield ourselves from this attack that's coming through Islamophobia. Play your role in defending our community and inshallah growing this community to better serve not only our community, not only the larger community, serve our deen and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.